What's going on, guys? You're watching Sneaker News on YouTube, and today we're unboxing the most epic Nike SB Dunk of all time, the collaboration with Supreme. So without further ado, as you guys know, this is the first Supreme Nike SB Dunk. It originally released in 2002, and it was one of the original models from the first series of SB Dunks, the famed orange box series, as you can see right over here. So in this video, we're just going to show you a closer look at these two Grail status shoes. We'll talk a little bit about what happened with Nike and Supreme following that release. We'll talk about the actual release of the shoes and what it was like back in 2002, and pretty much what the whole sneaker scene was like in downtown New York City in that era. And we'll touch a little bit upon, resale prices, uptrend of SB Dunks, and why people are kind of going crazy over Dunks again. And we'll talk about what Nike SB has been doing in order to sort of cash in on this little moment that they're having right now. So just to kick things off, we're going to start off with the black pair. This is the black colorway of the Nike SB Dunk in collaboration with Supreme. This is from my personal collection, and it's something that I bought recently. I did have both pairs of the black and the white, but considering they're old and I wore them a lot, one of the shoes that that Nike will most likely never ever release again. This particular colorway obviously is inspired by the Air Jordan 3. At that time in 2002, or for Nike in general, elephant print was super rare. Like you never saw it in shoes. It was only used sparingly, and that was a big reason why this shoe was so popular. It also trained people to think that every sneaker design needs, or at least every sneaker collaboration colorway design needs to have some sort of backstory. So this, of course, inspired by the Air Jordan 3. It has the black leather upper, the red inner lining, and of course the famed gray elephant print. And of course it's not like a complete replica of the color blocking, but it has the red, it has the black, and it has the elephant print. Goes all the way around. Simple, clean color blocking with a black outsole. Comes with, the fat black laces, as well as a replacement set of black laces. And the first series of SB Dunks did not have SB on the tongue. It just said Nike. It just had it above the fat tongue. And of course, all the SB Dunks still have the elastic bands that kind of hold down the tongue. So again, these dropped in late 2002. Like September, October, there were no release dates. At that time, there were no blogs, apps, or anything like that. The only way to really learn about when shoes release is if you had to just visit the shop, or you had to know someone at the store, or honestly, you had to be an avid reader of Nike Talk. And Nike Talk was perhaps the most well-known source for sneaker footwear and releases and all that. That's how you knew these shoes dropped. And these were exclusive to Supreme. That's their New York store on Lafayette, as well as 2 stores in Japan, I believe. And they were never online because at that time, Supreme didn't even have an online store. So the only way to buy the Supreme Dunks is you had to go to the store and you had to just get lucky. If they were on the shelves, or if you asked for a size or something like that, they might give it to you. But at that time, Supreme was also selling limited edition shoes because like these funkier designs, I guess you could say the quick strikes or the limited editions or the energy product. This is long before those terms even existed, but that's where you found shoes like this, because Foot Locker and Nike Town, they only would sell like, the training footwear and stuff like that. Nike Sportswear was barely even a thing. Nike SB was barely a thing. If you've listened to some of our videos in our Beyond the Box series, the OGs will tell you that at the time, their shops were the only places to get limited edition shoes in the first place. So how they would do that is a shop in the UK or overseas or wherever, or Japan, would essentially trade stock with a shop in the US. So that's how, some shops in New York got stuff in Japan, and how Japan shops got stuff that was only in the US, and vice versa. So it was also kind of like a testing ground, basically like to see if this crazy looking bright colored dunk is gonna sell at this store or not. And of course, New York was one of the main, cities to kind of pioneer that movement of, wearing crazy ass shoes. But, in 2002 wasn't necessarily the start of sneaker culture, but the Supreme Dunk was most certainly one of the shoes that is responsible for the entire craze. And now we're gonna show you a closer look at the other white colorway. So this is the second of 2 colorways that Supreme did. Again, dropped in 2002. As you can see, has the gray and black elephant print. You got black leather swoosh, white leather upper. We have the fat SB black laces, and of course there's a second set in a lace bag inside the box. You got the Nike on the tongue, no SB. One thing about SBs is that the midsoles on these are pretty durable, and if you know that the upper actually is stitched into the midsole, so even if there's sole separation, it really doesn't matter. You just have to glue it back. It won't actually separate completely. To this day, I haven't seen a pair of SB Dunks that have completely torn off from the sole, and I've been pretty much collecting SBs since the beginning. As far as I can remember, actually, the true blue colorway of the Supreme Dunks sold for more than these for some reason. It's probably because black and red was a much more common color combo at the time. You know, Air Jordan Retros have black and red. To see elephant print with the white and blue was a real treat. Even true blue 3s were like a total grail, because dead stock pairs were really hard to come by until, of course, they retroed again in the late 2000s. But now it seems like the black cement pair goes for a little more than the white pair. In my opinion, they should be equals. Definitely a great colorway. Not too many pairs of these are out there, but you know, it's a beautiful shoe. You know, right now resale prices are, again, a question mark because SB Dunks have just been gaining in popularity. A lot of it has to do with guys like Travis Scott and A$AP Rocky wearing SB Dunks, and Nike SB has done a pretty good job of releasing sequels of some of the most epic releases ever. Of course, the sequel to this dropped a few years ago with the red toe box, and then, you know, this year in 2018 there was the Diamond Dunk sequel. 2017 was the Pigeon Dunk sequel, and of course there's all those quote-unquote retros that Nike did of the classic first and second series dunks, where they just made the highs into lows, or they like flipped the colorway or something like that. You know, these are a true classic. Dead stock pairs are really, really hard to come by, and you have to pay top dollar. I've seen prices ranging from $2,000 to $3,000, and considering sneaker prices are just going up and up and up, wouldn't be surprised if these pass $3,000. You know, if you're looking for a true grail, you're looking for that like real irreplaceable shoe, you know, the Supreme Dunks are a good starting point. That is, of course, if you have the money. But one good thing about SB Dunks is that, you know, they're tanks. They're really durable. Unless you like skate the hell out of them, which most of you probably don't. The shoes are really durable because it's, you know, you got that thick leather upper, you got that solid midsole. You know, these have held up really well. These are brand new. Some call it one of the greatest collaborations of all time, and I'm inclined to agree with that statement. Probably the most important Nike SB release ever. It was part of the original first series in 2002, and from there, you know, SB kind of just went on. So definitely true grail status right here. I'm glad to have another dead stock pair. So here it is. This is our simple overview of the Supreme SB Dunk. It released in 2002 in September or October. Can't exactly remember when, but those who bought it in the first run say it was September and October. These are both brand new dead stock pairs, and brand new pairs are just really hard to come by. You'll only find them on eBay at high prices or consignment shops at high prices, and the prices are only going to go up because these are extremely rare. Like I said, you'll find used pairs online, but dead stock pairs are really hard to come by. Given their age, you know, 16 years old, they're still entirely wearable because, like we said, the upper is stitched into the midsole. So even if you start seeing separation in the midsole, it's a really easy fix, and it's totally wearable as is anyway. So yeah, you know, that's it. We hope you guys enjoyed this closer look at the Supreme SB Dunk. You know, let us know in the comments which of these two you like more, or let us know which classic SB Dunk is your personal favorite. You know, subscribe if you can, and if you're already subscribed, you know, we are very, very grateful for that. And we'll catch you next time.